Hi guys, Michelle here from UglyBugPlans over on the UK Scrap Addicts channel today. This month's layout is of course journaling, and I wanted to do a bit of a different video for you this month, in that for me, journaling on my layouts, I don't really have a hard and fast rule. If I'm doing a project life spread, I use lots of labels on each of the pictures. You'll see me a lot of the time go round a picture with, especially on my title cards, if I've got a really photo heavy layout for that week, I will sometimes, and I couldn't include photos of everything that's happened, I will tend to go around my title card things like the kids' dentist trip, if I haven't got a photo on the layout, but I just want a reminder that that was the week they went to the dentist, or blah blah blah, something happened. The small things, then I will tend to put just like a short few words on my title card, just so that as you turn and you're reading it, it prompts you of what happened that week. If it was particularly sunny but I haven't got a picture of the day that it was really, really hot or really, really cold, then that's how I tend to do it. The place that I do my main journaling is in my traveller's notebooks. Now this one is getting quite chunky. This is one that, oh, and I should have probably trimmed that down a bit. This is one that I've made myself, and I've made it with some page protectors in so that I can use this to put, well, you'll see in a minute. So I thought I would just first of all give you a quick flick through, and then just talk a little bit about the layout that I've prepared for you today. So this was one of my first layouts in this book. Well, it was the first, and at first glance you don't notice any journaling. The shaker pocket I've filled with some die cuts which correspond with the colours, and here I've used some texture paste just to blend the two pages in together. Now for me, the title says everything, microphone toes, not so much to you guys, but that was what my husband was playing with my daughter. He was pretending her little toes were microphones and singing into them, and that's basically the whole story behind it. So I was really happy with this layout, and there was nowhere that I could add in some hidden journaling because I'd already stuck down the cards, but I was so happy once the page had been finished that I don't even know if the camera will pick it up. Yes, it will. I just chose exactly the same colour that I've mixed with my modelling paste here, and I just chose the same colour pen and literally just wrote my journaling in there so that it blended into part of the layout. And to be honest, until I looked at this just a minute ago, I'd completely forgot that I'd even journaled there. So sometimes I like to hide my journaling, especially if I'm filming a layout for YouTube. Sometimes I don't really want to put too much journaling. If it's personal or something that maybe I don't want to share, then I will do something like a hidden journaling, where I'll layer up and then I'll put in a tag and then just pop that in, sometimes in there, sometimes I'll do it in the layers using one of these little tags. I'll do it in between the layers of the where I've layered my photo, so that I know the journaling is there, but it's not really obvious if I'm doing a flip through. If it's a page that I've created off camera, but it's maybe in an insert or a Project Life album that I'm gonna do a flip through for YouTube, I will maybe do some hidden journaling. I don't put the journaling the same way on every page. So this side you'll see I've squished the page and have done my journaling to the side. This one only needed a teeny tiny bit of journaling, so I've just stuck it there. Not too happy with that. I probably should have put it on the tag or somewhere else, but it's there now. That one didn't need any journaling, and that's it. But this is today's layout. Now those photos, really, again, my traveller's notebook I use alongside my Project Life. So these pictures are actually ones that I've printed twice. But I really wanted to include these in here because I just absolutely adored the picture. You know, how many 4-year-olds do you see with a snake that size that are just laughing because he kept coming right up to her face, and she was just it was the best thing ever for her, and she wanted to take the snake home with her. So I really wanted to keep these in my traveler's notebook. I've used a stencil because of what's going on over on this page, and I knew that I wanted to put quite a lot of journaling on this. I didn't want this page to be too busy, so what I decided to do was, I know I'm going to get told off for the state of my stencil at the moment. I used it when I was out in the caravan, and I couldn't wash all the paint off, and I've just this second used this to do this layout, so I've still got pink fingers. I then I wanted to bring some of the colour over, but I wanted to keep it quite monochromatic. I did think about doing some watercolouring and then maybe do modelling paste, but I really wanted to I had an idea of the journaling that I wanted to do in here. So I just used an ink pad. You'll see it in a minute anyway, because I will speed the process up for you and go through it. So I've used this ink pad, and I was just dipping my finger in the ink pad and just rubbing it in, so it gives it that really like blended look, and that's just blended into the background. But your eyes instantly are drawn to these big chat stickers, and I really wanted to get the positive ones in there. So girl, heart, to, she, Wednesday, love, kindness, little heart, because she is so caring and so loving to all animals, and insects and reptiles and everything else. That's what the journaling's about. And I've kind of prompted my journaling with these words. So I had an idea in my head of what I wanted to say. So like up here, I knew that I wanted to say something about this girl has my heart, or I love this girl so much. So I just flicked through the books. I found the girl sticker and I found the heart sticker, and then I knew what sentence I was going to do there. This girl has my heart. Then my second sentence, obviously I wanted to put where we had taken her to. So I found the 2, and that's just the name of where we went. And then again, just picking out words that I knew that I wanted to write, finding the nearest word in the book and then writing the sentence around that. But this is just a really good way if you're kind of looking for a way to do some journaling that you haven't done before, or that is going to look a bit different on your layout, then this is a really good way to do it. Another way would be, the dynamo machines. You could print your own words on there. So rather than having I find if it's just long bits of text, whether you've handwritten them, whether you've printed them out, it can look a bit boring. Can I say boring? But it can look a bit boring on a layout, and I myself, when I'm looking at people's layouts, I don't tend to read the journaling. So when I'm flicking through Instagrams looking at people's layouts, what I'm looking at is the photos, the title, the embellishments, and how the page blends together. I'm not necessarily reading the journaling, but this is a really good way just to get an overall feel of the page. You can tell, without even seeing this, you can tell that I'm talking about my little girl and about how loving and caring that she was on the day. So I'm going to pop this process video in now, because I've been speaking to you now. I won't do a voiceover, I'll just speed it up and put some background music to it. I hope you guys have liked this layout. A massive shout out to Pretty My Page for who are this month's sponsors. So if you go over to the blog, you will be able to see details about how you can win a prize over there, and she actually provided us with the stencils this month. And I must say, we do suffer in the UK for a variety of decent products, and this is really good, and I promise I am now off to go and dip this in my sink and clean it all off like a good little girl. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will speak to you soon.